Okay, here we are. Here's what we're doing. We just acquired a whole bunch of stuff. Who the fuck are you? Oh, White Knux. Glad I caught up with you. I'm Professor Oak's aide. I've been asked to deliver this. Running shoes? What do you mean running shoes? Press the B button to run, but only when there's room to run? What? Wait a minute. There's a letter attached. Dear White Knux, here's a pair of running shoes from my beloved challenger. Remember, I'll always cheer for you. Don't ever get up. Oh, my mom. Oh, ma. I'm going to run. Okay, you know what? I'm going to spend this whole episode. We're going to run. We got to thank my mom personally. She got me some running shoes. Oh, my God. My mom. Listen, this is the episode where we give our mom some appreciation. I know Mother's Day's a couple months away, but my mom got me some running shoes. When I said at the very, I literally said that at the beginning of the playthrough. I said it at the very beginning. Man, how do you run? I wish you could run. And I thought all I needed was the bike. And now here it is after I beat my first gym and my mom's like, hey, I remember that you said you needed running shoes. And I got you. That's a good mom right there. That's a great mother right there. She was listening to what you needed and got you what you needed. Yeah, that's something that my mom would do. My actual mom, my Pokemon, as I mentioned before, who actually has a deep history playing Pokemon games. And actually, when she was working for a historical site, and she ended up having a lot of interactions with businesses that wanted to kind of invest in the historical stuff, namely a very prominent chocolate company that I'm not going to name just for the sake of not invading the privacy of my mom. But basically, you know, it was these rich billionaire assholes, you know, unsurprisingly, because, you know, hey, they're billionaires. And my mom was always one of the people who was never afraid to bite back if need be, and a lot of those kind of people respected her for it. But in any case, so a lot of these times these billionaires would bring their kids who are, you know, just fresh off their flight from Japan and then are shooting off to Maui to then engage at the consulate or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't talk billionaire. That's about 7 zeros higher than my pay grade. So in any case, but my mom was left with the kids at one point, and the way that she was able to discuss or is able to kind of interact with the kids who really didn't want anything to do with her because they were rich people kids, she started talking about Pokemon because they were playing, you know, Game Boy Advance or whatever it is, and they immediately warmed up to her. And so Pokemon did my mom a lot of good in her and playing in those early years. Ma, thank you for the running shoes. I wanted to tell you in person. I came all the way back just to tell you in person that I appreciate the running shoes. Alright, I'm glad we did that. And you know what? While we're over here, we never got the town map. Not that I'm ever going to look at it, but I still want to hit on Gary's sister. Hey, baby. Grandpa asked you to run an errand. Gee, that's lazy of him. Yeah, no kidding. Here, this'll help you. Thanks for the map. Thanks, Daisy. Oh, Daisy, have I ever told you my favorite character in Nintendo is Luigi? All right, well, when I come back, we're gonna get back into this conversation. Wait for me, Daisy. All right, we're out of here. All right, now let's get up through here. I love how we ran. I love that it did not take that long to run all the way back home to get to that point. I'm actually kind of impressed how quick we were able to do that. And, all right, go ahead and confuse. But I think it was that kind of thoughtful gift was worth running home to say thanks to Mom about. And, it's a shame that I can't give her money the way that I could in Gen 2, but that's all right. There's a Heart Gold and Soul Silver release in 2037 that I'll be looking forward to, and you can check out that playthrough on Pokemon Day when that happens. And we'll get into that, and we'll have my mom saving me some money. That's one thing I will give Pokemon major credit for. They made moms good moms in this game. Quality motherhood is exactly what I look for in Pokemon games. As, that's some quality mom material right there. And I appreciate strong maternal figures in my games. Alright, Caterpie. And Confused. Actually, as a matter of fact, there's pretty good female representation as a whole in these Pokemon games. At least in Gen 1 and 2 there are, as far as like having elite, you know, people of the Elite Four, there's a good mix of men and women. It's impressive. Alright, Weedle. Say goodbye. As I was hoping I would get at least a little bit more experience out of fighting these guys, but that's okay. We're still getting some experience out of fighting these guys, so I'm not, I don't ask for much. And we're back. Okay, now that we have said hello and thank you to my mother, let's heal up a little bit. So we're gonna, now that we've taken care of all of that, we are gonna heal up from our run back. We did have a few random encounters to account for, but let's see where we go. Thank you for waiting. You're welcome for waiting. And there we go. Let's get back on the road, on the trail. We had to make a quick detour, stop home real quick to say thank you for the running shoes. I mean, that is really going to speed things up. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't run right into that person's challenge so I can talk to her interpersonally. Yeah, let's bring Orange Soda, at least for the time being. We may not leave him for a while. Excuse me, you looked at me, didn't you? Well, I did get your attention. Oh, that is not the position. No, ma'am, turn around. Turn around. That is not a position that you should be. No. Make some sort of other pose with your body. You are a lass. You are a lass. You are not. I forget what your name was already. I'm sorry. I'm like James Bond in the early movies. Which, you know, I've been watching the James Bond movies on Netflix since they've all come out, and those. Listen, okay, I was named after James Bond. Because my dad was a music teacher, and Janice, okay. Because my dad was a music teacher, and my mom was trying to pitch every name possible, and my dad had a bad student with that name. And so finally, they were watching. Oh shit, that's gonna hurt. Alright, that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, actually. I thought that was gonna end up working out much worse for me. And I'm glad he didn't do it again, actually, so I'll take that. I'll take that. I'd take you down. So anyway, they were movie after movie after movie, or I'm sorry, name after name after name. So finally they watched a Bond movie, they don't remember which one, and my mom said, how about Sean? And he said, okay, why are you said you're mean and had the largest smile on your face as you turned your backside toward me. I am disturbed. I am running away from that woman. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Hello? Hello, I am being groomed, and I do not appreciate it. Anyway, so they're watching a Bond movie, and my mom says, how about Sean? And my dad says, all right, that's cool. And that is how I was named. However, I love James Bond. I love the character of James Bond. Pierce Brosnan was my favorite, although I do love Roger Moore, and I do love... And Daniel Craig, I think... I don't love him, but I don't hate him either. I think I've just come to accept it. I don't think it's his fault that the franchise has not been doing as well. I think it's more a result of bad writing. But in any case, the bigger issue is I'm watching these old school Bond movies, and it's rough. Not because the writing is so bad, but how Bond gets with all of these women by saying nothing. Like saying very assumptive, like, you're going to have sex with me. You know, it really is like that Family Guy bit that they did about him. Like, you are going to have sex with me. No, James. Yes, you... No, I don't want to. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Okay, yes.
See that? 50 no's and a yes means yes.
And it's literally how it's written in the movies. And it happens with like 3 different women over the course of 90 minutes to 120 minutes. And I don't understand it. It was a different time. I get it. Although the one I watched recently was Dr. No, which was released in 1962. And the presumptuousness upon women is not even the worst part of that movie. The worst part of that movie is that it's set in Jamaica and there's not a single long strand of hair anywhere. That's A. B. There is a very distinct color palette difference between the proposed baby faces and heels that makes it kind of uncomfortable. And now, to be fair, this was pre-civil rights and that whole civil rights movement, so I'm not surprised that it's the case. But it was still kind of, I mean, you are of your time. What are you supposed to say? But still, it's what happens when you rewatch things in 2026 eyes. And I'm not one of those people that go, oh, well, this is problematic and they need to get rid of it and then never show it again to anybody. No, I'm not that kind of person. You know, I'm not a cancel kind of deal, but it's still, you look at it, you go, oh, okay, well, that's cringier than I remember it to be, and I guess that's maybe my point. It's just that those old Sean Connery Bonds are just a little cringier than I remember them being, and in my eyes, that's a little bit of a shame, because I don't know. Oh, here's this guy. Hi, I like shorts. Yeah, I bet this guy likes turtles, too.
I like turtles.
Youngster Ben. All right, I'm fighting children here. That's why that girl before I was telling to turn around and put on a longer skirt. But level 11, Ratata. As the scale has gone up here a little bit. But that's okay. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to fight, we're here to party, and we're here to win. As here comes Gusty Boy, turkey leg. Got it. We have a very strange meal here. We have Volt Butter, turkey leg, garlock, and orange soda. Alright, turkey leg, getting to 13. Oh, cool. Quick attack. Hell yeah. I'll take a better move than tackle. Alright, let's move to Ekans. Volty Batar. Hey. Hey. Did you know that Ekans is Snake, but backwards?
Oh my god, no!
Yup! Oh god, no poison, no poison. I say no to your poison. I hope that works. If I just say no poison, and maybe that'll just prevent me from ever getting poisoned. Oh, look who's paralyzed. Yeah, you wrapped me, but who cares? I could rap better than you, Ekans. Trust me. You just trust me on that. You just wait. That's right, you can't move. He's paralyzed with fear. Even though he intimidated me, he's paralyzed with fear at the thought of me out rapping him. Alright, success. Get out of here, Ben. I am going to run back. Quite literally, I'm going to run back and get... it's a good thing I don't have a stamina bar. Because I'm just going to run back and heal up real quick. Which is not much of an imposition. I love this. Oh, you can't run indoors. Well, that's fair. I suppose that's fair. That is going to make Silphco, though, a little bit annoying. Because that place is big. But we'll get there when we get there. Alright. Moving right along. Party of 4. Coming in to settle the score. Okay. I got rid of all you. Are you a trainer? Absolutely. Let's get to it. Oh, another bug catcher. Oh, great. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got bird person out here. Sorry, turkey leg. I actually didn't want you out here, but this should be pretty quick. Wrap this up in a heartbeat. Yeah, bye. Goodbye, Weedle. And we'll go back to our standard fodder. Well, not the turkey leg isn't standard fodder, but it's not your turn. All right, who we got here? All right, Kakuna. And I do like the remastered soundtracks a little bit. Oh, here's James. Oh, you coming at me? You think you're gonna dunk on me? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I'm gonna knock you down worse than your performance in the playoffs. Alright, there we go. Caterpie. As we're gonna cat that pee. No cat. For real, for real. I would like a Meowth, though, if I could find one. I don't know if I will, but I'd like to. Not that I'd use him in the main party, I just want to have him. Alright, almost there. Metapod. You know what's weird is that, like, after, what, I would say maybe Celadon, you, like, never see a bug catcher again. They're just never around. They're, like, they're in the early going, and then they just fall off a cliff. Because apparently most of them are children, because they're just not that good, but... Alright. Spike that butter. Here you go, Greg. As this is just trainer fodder. Alright. Switch him. And actually, quite literally, we now finally have an HP disparity. Okay. OG Kush and a little orange soda. What are we doing here, buddy? Hello, youngster. You're not wearing shorts. Strong with you. What is with these people, these kids in shorts? I'm not wearing shorts because it's not proper. It's impolite to wear shorts, sir. With your level 14 Spearow, that is going to hurt me. Alright, orange soda, you're gonna have to get the jug. You can do this. You got this. Oh, he's not even pecking at you. Don't worry about him. And actually, that's not gonna help. Because he needs to knock your special defense down, and he didn't. And he's just looking at you. Alright, yeah, go ahead and wrap this up. As we all know, young trainers are stupid. As he certainly is. There we go. Glad we had that talk, Calvin. Oh, now listen, Calvin, I got a bone to pick with you. You dumped a ton of snow onto my lawn a cup at the beginning of this month, and we're gonna have some. I need to sue for something. I don't know what yet, but I'm getting litigation together. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. All right. Anyway, let's go back and heal up. As we're gonna at least get to the entrance of Mount Moon. I don't know if we're actually gonna go to Mount Moon this time, because we're still fighting dudes. That's okay. Gotta get at least through some of this. What's progress without the rest? All right, ma'am, are you ready to die? Figuratively? That look you gave me, it's so intriguing. God, everybody here is young and horny, and that's not okay. Turn around, Sally. Lay down, Sally. No, that's not the right song to play. No, Eric Clapton, get out of here. Get out of here, Clapton. I'm not holding that last Sally. That last Sally's gonna get me in trouble. That last Sally needs to go back to school and put on a longer skirt. Because she's a lovely young girl who's got a very bright future ahead of her. Not related to whatever she just said or thought. That I don't know. Don't look into my eyes again, Sally. I am uncomfortable. Oh, so you have, hey, but while we're on the subject, where'd you get that Nidoran? I want one. I want one. Although there is some tall grass out here, so maybe it's in the vicinity. Okay, tail whip. Yeah. That's gonna do a whole lot of nothing. Down goes Nidoran girl. I want one. I want one. I don't really care which one I get, Nido Queen or Nido King, because they're both good. Poison powder. Poison powder kind of sucks. But it's better than string shot, because at least it has a function. Serves something of a purpose. Stop. Sally, go back to school. Who are you? I'll battle you with the Pokemon I just caught. Well, you'll have no rapport with them. How are you gonna do that? God, you are not smart. We do not have smart people in this on this road to Mount Moon. Alright, that's okay though. Because we're doing what we've got to do. Right now, having the confusion has been very helpful. I must admit. Alright, here we go. Good job, Metapod. Alright, who else is here? So, Volt Butter, I guess, would be next up. As I'm just trying to get everybody kind of on equal footing. Because most of the time when you're on equal footing, you don't necessarily have to be at the level that everybody above you is. And you can still win pretty well because their tactics, you know, you'll see. When we get to the point where we're in good shape, you'll see. You'll all see. That's right. Meta bitch. Thanks, James. Now, those basketball people here, was James Harden any good at defense, or was that the problem? I thought that was what he was good at. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he had no defense and his offense was good. I don't know. I'm not a basketball. I am not a basketball. Done like dinner. Yes, you were. Or, cooked, as the kids say. Okay, there must be something here. Oh, you walk back and forth. Eek, no, you ran into me, ma'am. Eek, did you touch me? Stop! Stop! Why are all of these ladies? Wait, this is the James Bond thing all over again. My God, put it back in the pants. This is not right. Hello, did you just touch me? Oh, that's quite all right. God, thank God I'm not James Bond. Otherwise, we'd be having a much different conversation. And there'd be redactions in files and places that people don't need to be hitting. As, yeah, no, we're not going to find ourselves in the files of anywhere for any reason. And I don't know if I want to use my awakening for this. I mean, it's... you know what? I'd rather, as a matter of fact, I'd rather just split the diff here. I mean, if he puts all of my Pokemon to sleep, then there's nothing I can do, but I'm still going to try and do this practically if I can. Alright, here we go. Now, is this still considered special defense? I don't know if that works. If the defense krill is helping or not. But either way, this Jigglypuff is not long for this realm. Goodbye, Jiggles. Alright, 114 both IDs to this. That's it? Yeah, that's it. Go back to school. Go back to school. We're going to come back over here, by the way, and just check that I'm running away from these ladies. My God, my word. Well, I better take a rest. That tunnel from Cerulean takes a lot out of you. Well, the tunnel that I just went through, are you a thing? Are you a trader? That's a boulder badge. Yeah. Cool. Anything here? I think these are people just walking through. Pokemon Center. That's what I'm here for. And we're going to take a quick trip back down to that tall grass and see if I can get a Jigglypuff or something that I don't have before we log off for good. And thank you for the Pokemon healing. Let's switch my Pokemon around and put him up here. Okay. Alright, now let's get back here, as I don't want to go back to where that lady was, but I might have to. All these lasses. Here we go. Now we're talking. Level 7. Okay. Hope that a Thundershock will... let's quick attack. Alright. I don't know if that was the right move. But I will paralyze him, and hopefully that will be enough. As I do want the Nidoran. I want the Nidoking. Okay. Fence fell. That's great. Let's try and acquire a man! A Nidoran man! And I'm already trying to think about what I'm going to use for a name. Alright, there we go. Let's see, so Nidoran. He's what kind of Pokemon is he? A pin Pokemon. So let's see, what's like pins in grassland? Yes, I don't know what a pin Pokemon is supposed to be. Let's name him Timon. There we go. Because I don't want it to be just vegetables. Thyme is just fine. We'll do thyme and rosemart. Or rosemarrow or something. We'll do something fun. Alright, anybody else in this grass? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright, no, I already got a dude. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I will take your experience, though.
A few moments later.
Yeah, for the sake of just, you know, we're kind of just doing a little extra here before we mount that moon. But I think at this point, I've done a few additional encounters that you haven't seen. If there is a Jigglypuff, it's not like we're gonna put him into the party for long term. So we'll just take it for what it is. I'm not that worried about it or upset about it. We're gonna go get Geodude and Zubat, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of other homies here in just a minute. But let's heal people up and get our Nidoran all situated. And I don't know what I'm gonna do here, because I want to catch Nidoran up, but I don't know if he's gonna be in the main party. So I'm gonna figure all of that out probably offline. And by the time you see this again, we will have figured out what party we're going to take into Mount Moon. So until then, enjoy doing whatever you do in your life. I don't know. I don't know any of y'all really, but what is really special is the time we get to spend together.
2,000 years later.
Oh, shit, Jigglypuff. All right, random grind interruption. I cannot low kick him. That will kill him. But we're gonna catch me a Jigglypuff. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, well, you can't knock me down. Oh, does that mean I can't do anything now? That mean I'm just immobilized? All right, cool. I don't have any chicks in this party. I've got backups here. We interrupt your regularly scheduled. Yeah, these are all dudes. All I've got are dudes. Oh no! All my bros are going up against Jigglypuff. Oh god! All right, your turn. All right. Oh, good. Oh, I guess he didn't. Oh, that's sad. What's wrong with Nablorsky that you didn't fall in love? What are you doing? Did you just use a berry? Oh, you son of a biscuit. I'm gonna knock you back down, sir. Knock you back down to size, I tell you what. I'm trying to catch you. Please do not resist. Because I'm trying to make it so that we are going here. Okay, whew. Alright, let's go. Let's grab myself that Jigglypuff. I knew he was in here. I knew Jigglypuff was here. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Yee to the hall, baby. Yee to the hall. I hope you yeed your hall right here. What are we going to name him? Balloon Pokemon. Let's see. How about... There we go. Souffle was going to PC Box 1. Hell yeah. We done caught that SOB. I told you we'd find him. I guess I'm going to put this as an addendum. So... You know what we're doing. We're grinding, we're priming, we're timing, and now we got Jiggles.
One eternity later.
Multiple addendums. So we're in the middle of trying to level everybody up to level 15 before we go into Mount Moon, and all of a sudden, out comes a Nidoran girl after hundreds of encounters in this grass right before Mount Moon, and so I'm gonna try to catch it. I'm gonna try and weaken it first with some poison stings that are not gonna do a whole ton of damage. Because I'm trying not to one-shot it, which I'm terrified of doing. So hopefully this will just, yeah. We're gonna do it nice and slow. We're gonna take it nice and easy. And we're just gonna get ourselves a Nidoran girl. And then, there are critical hits. Good job, Kale. Kale bridges, baby. Bridges the gap. As I want to do this, then I'm going to bring out, I forget what I named Jigglypuff, who we also got in an addendum, who has been quite efficient. We'll use the Sing to weaken her, but I want to keep my success ratio high as far as catching Pokemon. Because I'm pretty sure at this moment we have... Alright, now, so he's slowed down my attack. Oh, God, I don't want to use Fury Attack. I still think that'll be too much. I don't have anything weaker, unfortunately, so I think I'm just going to have to take that and take my chances with it and try to catch him with just this. But that's fine. Oh, shit! Oh, no, not again! Oh, thank God. Oh, that scared me. I say not again because I did encounter a Nidoran girl once before, and I killed it by complete accident, and I was terrified I just did the same thing. And I don't mind taking the poison. I'll get a little bit of poison. But that pound did actually help. That scared the hell out of me, though. Okay, here we go. You will soon be mine. As we're gonna name this Nidoran girl Rosemart, I believe is the name that we procured. Yeah. You can poison me, but you cannot stop my Pokemon catcher's spirit. Alright, here we go. Pokeball, baby. Got him. Let's go. Get in my belly! I found a Nidoran girl. That must have been another poison pin Pokemon. And yes, we will, as we already know the name we're going to use for it, because we did Timon. And we're going to go with Rose Martha. There we go. Perfect. Rose Martha. All right. Placed in box 1. Now, we will prep ourselves for Mount Moon. Bing bong.